Can you believe? Let me take you back. 1987. Do you remember? I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. I can't sing, but would you believe that beautiful man, I'll be sure, is in this real life crazy situation that is linked to Diddy? I mean, this is the same. I can see it now. I was in the seventh grade when you want to get off on your own, girl. You want to get off on. I could see the video right now. Okay. I'll be sure. Heartthrob. Okay. Every teenager globally, probably not just in America, but globally, fawning over this beautiful man. And he is still beautiful. Um, Even going through something so scary. And he speaks candidly in an interview that just happened recently. So I'm going to read this. This is actually taken from TMZ, one of my other favorite platforms. CNN and TMZ, you can always rely on them to bring you the truth, okay? But I'm still going to say alleged because, I am a new YouTube journalist, if you will, if you want to even say that. But the title says, I'll be sure Diddy caused. Diddy is involved in a lot of stuff lately, right? Allegedly. Diddy caused my liver failure. Now it's been murmurs going around that Diddy has, allegedly terrorized Albie. And it's scary. It's scary. I've heard over the years different types of rumors and how they're connected. And he's also willing to testify in the federal trial that Diddy is, in my other video earlier, um, I spoke about Cassie Ventura, the ex girlfriend of Diddy, testifying. I'll be sure says he's the last man breathing who knows the truth about Diddy and has no issue using the last of his oxygen. Ooh, that's very dramatic. Let me say that again. Al B. Shore says he's the last man breathing who knows the truth about Diddy and has no issue using the last of his oxygen to take him down. Okay, now that's dramatic. The R&B singer appeared on Fox 5 New York earlier today, which was on May 9th, to promote his forthcoming memoir. How many of you guys are going to buy it? Go ahead and click the subscribe button and click that bell so you can get notifications because, child, I'm going to get that book. Where he raised questions about his late ex Kim Porter's death. Okay, let's get into this. Now, how he's linked to Kim Porter and how Kim Porter is linked to Diddy. So, Kim Porter was with I'll Be Sure first, child. Okay, let me clean my glasses. In their relationship, they created a beautiful baby that's identical to Albie, which is Quincy. And Quincy, which is interesting, has a more of a relationship with Diddy. He calls Diddy his father. Now, it's been rumored allegedly that This type of relationship was forced upon, meaning that Diddy controlled the relationship between Quincy, which is the son of Albie Shore and Kim. He made sure that Quincy, this is rumor allegedly, that Quincy didn't have a relationship with his dad. And really, I don't think they're still not close to this day, unfortunately. Yeah, so, okay. Al claims Kim used to warn him. Oh no, excuse me. Al claims Kim used to warn him to watch his back around Diddy and disputed the coroner's ruling that a healthy 47-year-old woman could suddenly die from pneumonia. See, that was you know, the murmurs, the child, she didn't have pneumonia. Because allegedly, she had a tell all book. Before she died, she was getting ready to tell it. And, she had a healthier relationship with a man that she was in love with before she died. And, apparently, Diddy being Diddy, and he wanted to control the situation. Sorry, I'm trying to, this lighting. He wanted to control the situation. I'm just not good at this lighting thing, you guys. So I will one of these days get the hang of it. But he wanted to control that, and so she was tired of it and she was writing a book about it. Where did I leave off at? Okay. Um, Al also revealed Diddy's prosecutors have subpoenaed him to testify at the federal um, sex sex trafficking trial, and he and his attorney are willing to accept the invitation. He goes on to claim Diddy placed a bounty on his head and orchestrated a massive PR campaign to have him look bad, which led to his 2022 health scare. Now, some of this doesn't sound far fetched because, again, I've heard of some things allegedly that the rapper Kid Cudi's car exploded because I believe he was having some sort of relationship with Cassie. This is um, before Cassie, was married to her husband now, but I think they had went on a date or whatever. Al fell into a coma with liver failure, but underwent a successful transplant. He told the news station for the first time he firmly believes Diddy had something to do with his failed organs. That is deep. That's scary. That is so scary. The moment of reckoning for Al comes when he declares, I'm the only one alive, suggesting everyone who ever spoke up against Diddy got whacked. My God. Now, that is a serious accusation. And if that is true, Al, please be safe. If this is true. Now, I will say this, and this is before all this is going on with Diddy. Can we talk? I often thought it was rather strange that some of his artists ended up dead or either in prison. Just saying. And they left here with interesting diseases or unalived, in an interesting way. But I just often wonder, like, wow, you know, didn't point the finger at Diddy, but I was just like, that is really Gotta be sad for most of your artists to either be unalived after a while, run to an interesting religion in a country town, and then end up unalive, can't say the D word, or go to other religions, or end up in prison. It's just there's a lot going on under the direction of Diddy. I'm just saying. Not everyone shares those Diddy fears. However, Quincy Brown, Al's biological son, he shared with Porter, is boldly standing with Diddy, aka his pops, until the end. That's gotta hurt. The person that you brought into this world. And I often wondered, before Kim passed, I'm like, how does Diddy have such access? Because I know she was with Diddy, and then, okay, they're not together, but then Quincy is really active in Puffy's life, or Diddy, however you want to call him, and not really in his father's life. Because I just always want to know, why was Al absent? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's worth noting Kim's kids said back in September, while it has been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her death has long been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day. Prosecutors also revealed in court this week that there wouldn't be much about Kim or Al during the Diddy criminal trial. We reached out to Diddy's camp. So far, no word back. And you won't get that word. Oh gosh. To know now that he is really saying it, because like I said, people have speculated about the mysterious um, hospital, him being hospitalized, I'll be sure, and him not really revealing what his sickness was. And so this is really sad. I pray for him. I pray that internally he's getting healed. And I pray if this happened, he too will get his justice. This is scary, and this is pure evil. This is pure evil. And Lord, I just, mm, what has gone on in this world? And my thing is, you know, you didn't really want to be fully committed to Kim because you were dating all these other people, J Lo, uh, while you were allegedly with Kim, and all these, and then Cassie. It's just like, but the moment she gets to have a relationship, it's so weird, and the fact that he wasn't allowed to really be in Quincy's life, his biological son. I don't know. It's just so weird. It's so weird. And I pray that Quincy will build more of a relationship with his dad, because he's going to need his dad during these difficult times, his real dad, you know. But again, I'm not saying how the kid should feel. But if you do have a biological dad that wants to love you and he's not in prison, allow him to be there for you, because, children are forgiving. It's okay that he wants to love his dad, Diddy. but still try to build with your living biological parent, you know. So, what say you, catchers? Are you, how do you feel about this? These accusations? Are you going to buy Albie Shore's book? I am. I'm curious. Like, you know, I just pray for all parties involved. This is just getting so weird. It's like a weird it's a really scary movie with a lot of chapters, a lot of layers. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. And thank you for supporting me. Thank you to my subscribers. I love you guys. And I see I'm growing. God is so good. I appreciate you. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me this, allowing me to have this platform um, and a voice. You know, I've always wanted to, you know, be a journalist, if you will. Um, I've always loved giving my opinion, and you know, I just love reaching people. Thank you for allowing me to, you know, read my Bible on here. I appreciate that. Um, but thank you so much. Thank you.